Hey everybody, it's Chase again with American Vintage Adventures, and today we are here to start a new video series, what I call American Vintage Adventures or AVA's Guide to. So this is AVA's Guide to Disney Resorts, and we are starting at Port Orleans Riverside. I'm in here in the lobby. It is beautiful. It really has way more detail and elegance than a value resort. It's up there on par, elegance-wise and craftsmanship-wise, with some of the deluxe resorts like Saratoga Springs or Old Key West. But I am on a mission, not just for resorts, but for every land, everything that you can do at Disney World, to bring you a guide to make it the best experience, to bring you all the information that you need to know for practical use and for fun, to make your Disney vacations the best they can be. So today we're starting it off with AVA's Guide to Disney Resorts here at Port Orleans Riverside. So come with me. We are going to check this place out every way. I'm going to give you some tips, tricks, and I'm going to give you all kinds of fun facts and information about this beautiful resort. I got you. Let's go do this. The grounds here at Port Orleans Riverside, just coming from the parking lot even up to the rooms, are so well themed. There's so much shade, so many live oaks, so much beautiful vegetation, quiet pools, everything. It is immersive from the moment you walk out of the parking lot. This looks like an old plantation house, is this style over here in the manor section. So look at this. Very old school, old Southern style. The resort area here actually used to be called Dixie Landings. So, that changed with that connotation over the years to take away, any possible negativity there. But the style, the sort of old school South is still there. Very antebellum style. Magnolia trees, it's beautiful. Let's go see if we can go up some steps here. This is one of the 5 pools they have here at Port Orleans Riverside on property. This is one of the quiet pools, so this is not the main pool, but this pool is actually open 24/7, and it doesn't have a lifeguard, it doesn't have the water slide, and it's not as heavily themed. But it's relaxing, and you can go for a night swim, which I may do a little later. Oak Manor, 3 floors is the highest that they have. So it's just first, second, and third floor. Talk about a view. Look at this behind me. I'm going to turn around so you guys can look. This is a beautiful, classic Southern view. See the water taxi out there, which is another benefit of staying here. You can catch a water taxi to Disney Springs. Look at the fountain. That is the view right outside my royal suite here at Port Orleans Riverside. I could get used to that. Here's a little lower look at the quiet pool area. All right, adventurers, we have taken a look at the lobby here at Port Orleans Riverside. We've taken a look at the grounds here, and we're going to take a lot longer look at the grounds. We're going to go and explore. We've taken a look at the pools. Now it is time to take a look at my Royal Suite. This is a special room that you can get here at Port Orleans Riverside only, and it is a very heavily themed princess room, with Tiana being the main princess, but all the princesses are here. So if you're a big Disney fan, you love this setting behind me, you've got maybe some little ones who are big princess fans, or you just want to be totally immersed like a prince and a princess, come with me, I got you. Let's go check it out. All right, here we go. We're gonna check out our Royal Suite for the night here, and just bear with me as we go in. The camera might try to adjust to the light from outside to inside, but it's going to be very, very worth it. All right, let's go. Scan in. Here we go. Ooh. All right, I am. As soon as the camera adjusts, there we go. Ooh, look, I look a little bit better in non-direct sunlight. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm just going to let you guys look at it for a minute. I'm going to pan around before I say anything. Here we go. All right, it's time for me to open my big mouth. This room is totally immersive. It is, without a doubt, one of the most heavily themed rooms outside of maybe like the Art of Animation suites here on property, especially for like the classic Disney stuff like the princes and the princesses. And yes, the princes are here, and I'm going to show you that now. The headboard has a little bit of Disney magic in it too. We'll get to that in just a second. You see I got a smile on my face. I'm a big kid. I'm loving this room already, and I've just been in here a couple of minutes. Let's look around some more. I kind of tell you what I see when I'm seeing it and you're seeing it. Over here we've got some silhouettes of the princesses. The princes here. The princesses we'll get to in just a second. There's Prince Naveen, Prince Philip, the prince. There's Prince Adam, Prince Aladdin, and of course, Prince Eric and Prince Charming. On the table, there's a little note that is left from Tiana. It says, "Welcome all. We are excited to have you stay with us. My friends and I have shared as many wonderful moments here that this has become a very special place in our hearts. As you make yourself at home, you'll discover some treasured mementos my friends have given me over the years. Enjoy making magical memories with your friends and family in my royal guest room. Your friend, Princess Tiana." Very, very cool. That's actually made onto the table. That Princess Tiana has left that note for you, and it definitely looks like it's handwritten because I had a little trouble reading it. I need my glasses a little bit, I think. Couldn't see it, but it's very, very cool. Very, very cool touch. Your kids are gonna love it. You hardcore Disney fans are absolutely gonna love it. Let's keep looking around. I am loving these beds and headboards. Very, very, of course, this is New Orleans, so Tiana is kind of the star, but all of the princesses are here, and wrong light. Look at this. You have a fairy tale fireworks on the bayou headboard. Now when it's dark in here, that's going to look even cooler. How cool is that? Now, if you followed my other videos, you know there's one other place in all of Disney land or Disney World where you can have a magical fairy tale headboard, and that is at the classic Disneyland Resort Hotel in Anaheim, California. You can see that in my Disneyland video. If you check that out or go look at some of my other videos, it's there, and it is fantastic. And to tell you the truth, up until a few days ago, I did not know that these headboards existed here. So it was a super cool surprise to find that out. And yeah, magic under the stars and the fireworks down here on the bayou at Port Orleans Riverside when you get your royal suite. Well, let's keep looking around. I gotta turn these on again. Gotta get out of it. We're gonna turn the lights off so it shines a little more. Look at that. Okay, maybe I'm just a big kid, but fireworks going off over my head on my headboard while I'm laying down at night in the dark or whatever, that's just super cool to me. That is Disney magic. That is fairy tale stuff here in the Royal Suite. And we're going to turn the lights back on and keep looking around because I got some more to show you. Now you can see the furniture in here. Of course, you have your two standard beds, queen beds. We've pointed those out. You've got your little sitting area over here, a couple of chairs, a little place to eat. Even the air conditioning is themed. Like nothing is missed. Like, check this out. It's very ornate and themed so that nothing takes you out of the illusion. We got ourselves a hidden Mickey right here on the lamp over the table, or the chandelier. And then the table here, your dresser, where all your storage, and where I'm guessing the mini fridge is. Yep, mini fridge. Pretty good size fridge. Get it down there where you can see it. This is very ornate here. You do have your you got your little coffee station here, and it does have the pods rather than the K-cups, but it's well stocked. You got your creamers, got your TV. Hey, Smith family, or just one of us this time. And behind here you have some extra hookups in case you want to hook up something else to the TV. And then you have Tiana herself. Here's some Easter eggs. Tell me who this little luggage rack seat bench thing, tell me who that looks like. Do the feet give it away?
Seeing this? Well, hello there, boy.
Oh, and that's not the only friend that we have here. Anybody recognize this carpet?
The magic carpet.
It's lovely.
I'll put those in there just in case you maybe don't know who that is, who either one of those are. I'm not telling. I'll show you. And it's bright over here. So let us make a wish on a star. And who better to ask for a wish than the genie himself. Such cool little special touches here. So you have your double sink. You got your storage down below. You have a curtain that separates this getting ready area from the rest of the bedroom. And in here, the theming is continued. You have your shower with tub, a little sitting area for your stuff or your bottom over there. And of course, you can't have a royal suite without a royal throne. So there it is. I'm going to turn around and give you guys a vantage point from over here. Now this is the whole room. Now these rooms are more than the standard rooms here. They are the most expensive room on property. Depending when you go or what kind of discounts are running, maybe you have an annual pass, maybe there is a Disney promotion going on. I was able, as an annual pass holder, to get this room for $300 for the night. So that's more than your standard room. It's going to sleep 4, so it's more than your standard room here, which you can get for about $219 a night. But I also have a fantastic view, which maybe you've seen a little bit of. Depends on how I put this video together, but if not, we're going to give you a peek at my view in just a second. But it sleeps 4. It's more than the standard room. You're paying for that theming. You're paying for the location. So you're still under deluxe resort prices, but over those of like Pop Century or like the All-Star resorts. But you do get a lot more theming. You get a quieter, even though this is a big hotel, you get I want to say better built, but the walls are not as thin. It's right in the middle. It's a moderate, mid-tier, upper mid-tier resort for a reason. It's not on par with the deluxe resorts, especially with the amenities you get, like the extended evening hours that you get at deluxe resorts. But it is head and shoulders above the value resorts. And we're going to take a little more look at everything here tonight. We're going to look at these grounds a little bit more, some more of the pools, some more of the amenities around the main hall, as well as the on-site full-service table restaurant boat rides that is available here at Port Orleans Riverside, which they don't have at the French Quarter, which is another moderate resort, a sister resort that you can walk to from here. But this is it is moderate plus. Is moderate plus, particularly when you get this room. You're bordering on a deluxe resort, but just not quite. So you're paying that little bit of extra, but still not as much of as a deluxe resort. But let's see if the view makes up the difference. Here we go. That is the view out the window of this royal suite. You got the fountain, the oak trees lined on each side, and the Sassagoula River is right there where you can see the boat launches. I have to say that makes a difference. There is value resorts. There's what I consider, there's still value resorts, but I consider upper value resorts, which are Pop Century and Art of Animation, which have more amenities in the Skyliner. And then there's the moderate resorts, which is French Quarter, Caribbean Beach, Coronado Springs, and here at Port Orleans Riverside. But Port Orleans Riverside, if you get this particular room with this view feels much more deluxe. It is an upper tier moderate, in my opinion, when you get this room with this view. It just kind of kicks your stay up a notch, and you have access to an on-site restaurant, which is normally reserved for deluxe resorts. It's not just a food court here. So we're going to check all that out, and in the meantime, I am going to go for a wardrobe change and get out here and explore these grounds just a little bit more. You stay with me. I got you. We're going to take one heck of a look at this beautiful resort. Let's go do this. All right, adventurers, we are continuing our new series, AVA's Guide to Disney World Resorts with Port Orleans Riverside, with a look around the grounds. Now, it is very beautiful and old school Southern, as you might say. Not Southern like the backwoods, but Southern like the old aristocratic Southern that talk with the Southern lilt like this, that Hollywood's always trying to fake, and it sounds fake like this. But anyway, we are down here on the grounds having a look around, and I'm just gonna let you guys see what I see when I see it. How about that? Now, I am staying in the Royal Suite, as we talked about, and I have a river view, which means I'm just a few steps down here out of the main manor building here. Right there up those stairs is where my room is. So you come out here and you can take yourself a stroll down the Sassagoula River, which is a 2.5 mile long man-made river, and Sassagoula actually means Mississippi, by the way. Fun fact, just means Mississippi. It's a 2.5 mile river. You can take a river launch down to Disney Springs, but right now we're going to head over to the main lobby area. So let's take a look at what we can see on the way there. Beautiful magnolia trees. Magnolia trees and live oaks are my favorite to look at, besides Christmas trees. Beautiful signage. Maintains the theming. Now, Old Man Island, we'll talk about later. Old Man Island is where the main themed pool is. There are 5 non-themed pools, and then there is the main themed pool. So there's 6 total pools here, and here comes the water taxi. Now right here, you actually can take the path and walk on over to the French Quarter, get you some beignets. It's a pretty short walk on over to the French Quarter, and we'll probably be making it so that we can get ourselves some Mickey-shaped beignets. But right now, we're going to explore Riverside a little bit more and give you a full guide to this great and very picturesque resort. This place is just beautiful. It's big, though. It is big and spread out, but it is beautiful. You're going to have multiple bus stops here to catch to the parks. Little running trail. Bike rental. You can rent regular bikes, Surrey bikes. Definitely interesting to rent a bike and ride around here because it is so picturesque. But it is very spread out. Even the directory is so big, I can't get it all in one shot unless I back up. Of course, down here on the bottom is actually the French Quarter. All this up here is Port Orleans, and we are right here. There's Boatwright's Dining Hall. That is the sit-down restaurant for Port Orleans Riverside, and we will be eating there tonight. And this is sort of the main area where the food court is. The Riverside Mill is also over here, and that is your quick service area for the resort. And behind me over here, you'll have your arcade. So we may go in there and check that out during this AVA guide to this resort, but we will definitely hit boat rides tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never been there before. I've actually never stayed at Port Orleans Riverside before, so it should be a lot of fun to be here, and I'm enjoying it already. The Riverside Mill is the quick service for Port Orleans Riverside, like I was mentioning. I have not actually ever been in the Riverside Mill, so let's go see what it's like. You can get your basics from the bakery, some lunch and dinner sandwiches, breakfast, some vanilla pancakes, berry compote, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Got a kid's meal, lunch and dinner. Of course, you're going to have the French dip sandwich, bacon cheddar burger, grilled chicken sandwich, a Bayou Amber Ale burger, which sounds really good. That's from the grill. Over here, pizza and pasta. You got breakfast with a ham and cheese omelet, pepperoni and cheese pizzas, chicken parmesan, shrimp and grits, baked pasta, salads and sandwiches. Over here, you get a waffle bounty platter, your Mickey-shaped waffles, and lunch and dinner, a rotating selection of home-style favorites, including jambalaya. As you can see, it is big and spacious in here. It kind of carries that theme that it's an old mill on a river. And we actually go over here and we can see the big water wheel right outside. It is really, really big and spacious in here. I don't think most of the time you'll have trouble finding anywhere to sit. And the theming's beautiful. Right out here, and it's not turning right now, but there is the big water wheel. You know, I think it turns. That one I can't be 100% sure about. It may or may not turn. It's not turning right now. It might turn. It should turn. I want it to turn. In my heart, I believe it turns. When nobody's looking, if nothing else. Because that's authentic. It turns. We're going to go with that. The Bayou Amber Ale burger. Spicy shredded prime rib, amber ale cheese sauce on a brioche bun. Okay, I have a big dinner at Boat Rights coming in just about 4 hours. But I could not resist, in fairness to the full guide to the resort, with the AVA, American Vintage Adventures name on the line, of course, for pure science and pure dedication, I had to try the resort-specific burger, the Bayou Burger. Have a look at it. It has ale and cheddar beer cheese on it, pulled pork on it. I think it's pork. And then the burger with Cajun spices. So have a look. Ooh-wee. Oh, that meat is piled high. And of course it comes with some shoestring fries. Little hack, got a free cup of ice water. All right. This is gonna be messy and there's no way to do it nicely, so. Subject lost. It's really good. I don't get a lot of the Cajun spice in there. or the ale and the beer cheese. And the beer cheese is a little grainy, but it is a good burger. It's elevated above your standard theme park burger. The meat itself is well done and still flavorful. Get a little bit of that sharpness from the ale and the beer cheese, but not a lot, but still better than your average theme park burger. And in fairness to a full guide, you have to try it, right? You have to try it. So I'm going to finish trying it right now. No full guide to a resort would be complete without checking out the store. This is Fulton's, and it's like a general store theme, and it is a really good size store for a moderate or value resort, and very well themed. I might need a new hat. Always need new hats. It's a really big store. I mean, they have more than just the essentials. They have the essentials, but they have a whole lot more than that. See if we can find any resort-specific items. Oh, look right here. I love me a good resort-specific cup. Coffee cup. Hat. Polo. Oh, some artwork. Y'all know I love artwork. We got a quarter zip. And then, of course, there is extra Tiana gear. I got my daughter these ears from Disneyland. I'm digging it. I love resort-specific stuff, and I think I might have spotted some resort-specific ears. Wow. Some Loungefly. Port Orleans Riverside mini ears. And a little matching shirt. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Some Loungefly made specific resort ears. We're getting up in the world over here at Port Orleans Riverside. Seriously, outside of a deluxe resort, and even some of them don't have a single store this big. This is one of the most well-stocked and biggest and definitely most elaborately themed resort stores that I've stayed. So if AVA Guide is giving you a guide to best on-property stores, this is one of them at Riverside. Now, one thing you need to know before you book here at Port Orleans Riverside is that it is a very large resort. There are 5 quiet pools. There's one main pool on Old Man Island, and there are multiple bus stops because there is an internal bus loop. So that's good in that you won't have to go far to get on the bus usually, but it also means you could ride around the resort before you head out actually to the parks. But they are multiple ones everywhere. Here are the bus stops, the primary bus stops, up at the front lobby, which if you're anywhere close to the lobby, I would recommend you come to the front and catch the bus because it's going to probably be your last stop before you go out to the parks. So they've already picked everyone else up from the resort, and it's going to be the first stop when they come back in. So as you can see, I'm going to flip it around. Here are your 2 main bus stops right out front of the main lobby. Let's head on back inside the lobby, see what we can get into. The River Roost Bar. Hi.
Anywhere you like? Anywhere. Take 6 stops if you want. Yeah.
That looks interesting, but I'm not wanting a zero proof cocktail. All kinds of mixed drinks, cocktails, tequila, bourbon, and a bourbon flight. You can get wine, sangria, beer. Let's see. Don't see any specialty beers. Sitting here at the River Roost Lounge here at Port Orleans Riverside. Lounges are great for adults only. Like when you can do Disney for adults like this, lounges are the way to go. You usually don't have to wait very long. If at all, sit down, have a cocktail or an appetizer. I went with the smoked turkey, which is wild turkey bourbon and black cherry bourbon, grenadine, lemonade, and hickory smoked, garnished with maraschino cherries. Looks good. I'm a bourbon guy. Oh, that's real good. I was afraid it'd be too sweet. It's got just enough sweetness to mute that wild turkey bourbon down just a little bit. Very, very good. Little smoky flavor in there. Perfect. Perfect. And refreshing. Very refreshing. So just about to head out of the lounge here. And it's a great place to sit and have a drink, chill out. There are these couches over here. You've got a fire. Here, I have to turn around to let you see. Gotta love a fire when it's summertime, springtime in Florida. But hey, it's not putting out heat, and you got the air conditioning, so it's beautiful to look at. The lounges are a lot of fun. They're definitely part of any guide that you can have to a resort. If they have lounges, lounges are a must. Just a quick little look at the arcade. It has a pretty good size arcade. Most resorts have the arcade. This one's no different, just got a little more theming than most. And of course, the huge Pac-Man and Space Invaders game is my favorite. So here's the marina and bike rental. You can go on a guided bass fishing excursion, catch and release, of course, starting at $235 for a 2-hour trip. There's also a fireworks cruise for up to 10 guests for $400. Well, it starts at $400, including a driver, so you can go out and watch the fireworks from a boat. The Surrey bike rentals, 2-seater, $20 for 30 minutes, 4-seater, $22 for 30 minutes. You can rent a cane fishing pole for just $6 for 30 minutes, or just a normal bicycle for $9 for an hour, or $18 for the whole day. So there are a lot of activities available for you, and it's a very scenic resort that you can kind of go around on and take a look at on your bike or your Surrey bike, or you can take a horse-drawn carriage, or you can catch the boat to Disney Springs. Just across the bridge on the Sassagoula River from the main lobby area over there behind us in boat rights is the main featured theme pool here on Old Man Island, or Old Man Island. Take a look. This is the busy pool. There is definitely some heavy theming out here, as you can see. There is a water slide over there. The whole river mill type vibe is still going on with the water coming down the old plankways. And here, this pool is not open 24/7 like the quiet pools, but it does have the water slide. It has the other features. It's more lively, and it has lifeguards. So if that's important to you, then there you go. But if you like a quiet pool that's open whenever you want to go out there, one of the other pools closer to your rooms is probably going to be a better bet. What they also have over here, though, is the pool bar, Muddy Rivers. So they have your typical drinks for a pool bar. A lot of frozen sweet drinks. Hurricane, Mai Tai. So you're going to be able to find all of your basic, tropical style drinks and things like that. Your frozen drinks. They have an all that jazz, which you can also find at Port Orleans French Quarter, which is like 3 different layered frozen concoctions together, which looks interesting. I may get one before I go. But I just finished up at the lounge earlier at the Roost, and I had a nice big bourbon cocktail. So with dinner coming up at Boatwright's in a couple hours, I'm gonna save the all that jazz triple layered frozen drink for later. But that's Muddy Rivers, and it'll get you your frozen tropical drink needs out by the pool. Hey adventurers, we are still on our AVA's guide to resorts here at Walt Disney World with Port Orleans Riverside, and I am on my way over to check in for my reservation at the on-site full-service table service restaurant Boatwright's. Now it's over in the main lobby area. It's right next to the quick service area, but it is an on-site table service restaurant, which is something that a lot of moderate resorts maybe don't always have, but we're gonna go check this one out. Like I was saying, not every moderate resort has an on-site restaurant. French Quarter here at Port Orleans does not. But like places like Coronado Springs has a bunch, especially when you factor in Destino Tower, and Caribbean Beach has some as well. They have Sebastian's, and I think one other. We'll have to get that on our AVA guide. But we're going to go try out Boatwright's tonight, and it is just about time to check in right now, so let's go get it.
Carrie, 45? Yeah. For that allergy menu, how many kids are adults? Kids allergy.
They have a exclusive beer flight in that they have Abita beer. I think I'm saying that right. It's the Abita beer brewing company, and it is actually from an area about 30 miles outside of New Orleans. I couldn't decide which beer to try, so I'm actually going to try the beer flight, and I'm going to have the highly recommended Mardi Gras fritters to start off with, which is pimento cheese fritters with a pepper jelly. And I think I'm going with the also recommended Deep South shrimp and grits for dinner. So I might not go blow by blow because it is crowded in here. It's a nicer restaurant, but I'll show you guys what I have and let you know what I think about it. Looks like we get a nice little cornbread service, and the butter is in the shape of a Mickey. I do love a good bread service, especially cornbread. The Southern boy in me grew up eating cornbread and buttermilk at my great-grandparents' farm, and I love it, so we're going to give this cornbread a little bit of a try here. Really good classic cornbread. Very, very good. Still not like my nanny used to make though, but very good. Here are the house-made Mardi Gras fritters, which are pimento cheese fritters with pepper jelly on top. Alright, yeah. I gotta try these bad boys. Here we go. So good. The pimento cheese is classic pimento cheese on point. Got a little bit of heat from the pimento cheese itself, and then the pepper jelly on top. They're crispy, not oily and soggy. Perfect, perfect. So good. Very, very cheesy. Hopefully you can see that. Another bite. Fork whacking good. Okay, so the beer flight is here, and it is not messing around. These are not small cups. This was all $10.75. I would say each of these are close to 8-ounce pours, at least. First up is the AVA Amber, which is a Munich-style lager. Next up is the AVA Purple Haze, which is a wheat beer with raspberries and fruity aromas. Now, this is going to be a fruity beer. And finally is the AVA Turbo Dog, which is a dark brown ale. Kind of like a British beer, a little bit like a Guinness maybe. Very rich with, chocolate and malt, so it's a malt beer. Let's try the AVA Amber first. Very good, very, very smooth. Wow, super smooth. Just like a good classic German-style lager is what that is. And it's really good. It is super smooth. I mean, if you're looking for an intro to a solid, heavier, like lager beer that's not a light American or domestic beer, smooth, creamy, no real hoppy, super hoppy, like IPA taste. It's very good. Now let's move on to the fruity beer, which I'm less optimistic about, but let's give it a try. Ooh. Yeah, that one's not so much for me. That's a very fruit forward, but also IPA style beer, and I'm not really into IPAs. It still gets you on that back end, going down your throat. And the fruit's very forward, and then I feel like I swallowed some flowers afterwards. Not for me. Let's try the one that's got hints of chocolate, malt, smooth malted dark beer. Okay. That one's good. This very much reminds me of Guinness. Very, very much so. That chocolate, almost a coffee type flavor to it. It's probably my second favorite. The Munich style German lager is my favorite, and the other one's just not for me. But if you like IPAs, maybe it's for you. But either way, it's a good deal to share for just $10 with 3 8-ounce pours. So the shrimp and grits got here, and they look fantastic. That is a spicy cream sauce in there, and it looks good.
And I told the chef about that, having them split up so now so they'll fight it.
Oh my gosh, this looks and smells so good. All right, might as well get a bite with a big old shrimp in there. The shrimp are big, juicy, not fishy. The cream sauce is really good. Taste the spices. It could have a little more heat for me, but I like really spicy. But it is very good. I'm going to sit here, finish eating it, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts here in just a few minutes. So, and I might go in and out of the light because they have these beautiful street lamps out here. But I just finished up at Boatwright's, and it was really good. Is it the best restaurant on property? No. Is it the best restaurant at a moderate resort? No. That's going to belong to Coronado Springs and probably like Three Bridges or somewhere over there. Is it good? Yes, it is. It is good. For me, the star of the show was the Mardi Gras fritters. The pimento cheese was really good. Maybe a little more jalapeno in that pimento cheese, but you know, I like spicy. But they were just done perfectly well. And the shrimp and grits were good. They have another option there that I almost got, which is an all-you-can-eat, like Taste of New Orleans, where it has andouille sausage and spicy chicken, and it has some ribs. It has a few other things on there. I think it might have some spicy shrimp. So it has a few other things. But I just didn't really want to eat that much because I had to save room for dessert. And dessert is going to be not from here. I'm going to cheat a little bit on our AVA guide here to Port Orleans Riverside and sneak over to French Quarter and grab me some Mickey beignets. Let's go do this. Made my way over to Scat Cat Lounge. Time for some Mickey beignets. All right, we are on our way out of the Scat Cat Lounge with our Mickey beignets, fresh and piping hot, and we are now gonna head on out of the French Quarter and back home over to Riverside, take us a beautiful little walk down by the river again on our way back, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the sights and the sounds again along the way. It's just so beautiful, and the night is gorgeous out here. It's about 72, 73 degrees, no humidity, a little breeze blowing. I would just love to sleep in a hammock all night tonight. But I guess I'll make do with the Royal Suite. All right, here we go, back to Riverside. Well, it's a little hard to see because it's night, but the manhole covers even say the city of New Orleans. Now, for me, because I'm very vintage, I see those manhole covers, even the first time I saw them when I stayed at the French Quarter back in 2008, an old Willie Nelson song pops into my head and it gets stuck in my head the whole time I'm at this resort, and it just the chorus, it just keeps going over and over. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. Now, I can't sing, but that goes through my head again and again, and it's the details that Disney has to put that on the man cover in case you look down and it sparks some memory in your head and it ties this place to you forever. And I think that sets Disney apart. So we can put that little memory train in our AVA guide to Port Orleans down here. All right, on to Riverside. and Mickey Beignets. Okay, so very quick. Now I'm back in my Princess, I'm going to say Prince Royal Suite. I'm going to try the Mickey Beignets before I absolutely just give out because I'm exhausted. So what a way to finish out the night. Ooh, they're warm. They are warm. Oh man, they are messy. Here we go. Ah! Mm-hmm. It's like a delicious, warm powdered donut, but the best powdered donut that you've ever had. Yes, they're still very similar to donuts, despite what some people say, but they are very good. Mickey, ears out. Good night. All right, adventurers, that's about going to do it for our AVA's guide to Disney World Resorts here at Port Orleans Riverside. And what can I say? The Royal Suites are absolutely beautiful. The grounds are beautiful. It is a fantastic stay. It really puts you at a mindset of wanting to be at a leisure pace and just sort of stop and smell the roses and take the time to enjoy everything. So it sort of, at least for me, makes you want to slow down and enjoy life. And that's something that I'm looking for, and I think we're all looking for, is a little bit slower pace, a little bit of time to just kind of slow down and take life as it comes and enjoy it and get out of the rat race and everyday go that we're into. And I really think with its classic old vintage southern vibes and the trees and the scenic walkways and the river meandering by, Port Orleans does it all for you. It gives you that feeling. And then of course the bonus is you've got great food, you've got lots of activities here, from renting horse and carriage rides to bicycles, to fireworks, boat cruises, to bass fishing, pretty much anything you want to do, a jogging trail. There are 5 quiet pools. There is a big main feature pool. So, and of course it has an on-site dining restaurant, a large lounge that you can check out for adults. Particularly, and the store even is top notch with great exclusive merch that you can get, resort specific merchandise. So as part of the AVA guide series, and first on our list, I don't think I could have started with a better spot that's right in the middle. No, it's not deluxe, but it does feel like the deluxe resorts like Saratoga Springs or Old Key West. But it's definitely not value either. It gives you much more than that. So I feel like it was a good place to start our AVA guides, and I am glad that I was here and got to experience the Royal Suite, which was top notch. Great theming in there. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy the morning and check out, and I will see you guys later. So that's going to do it. So this is Chase with American Vintage Adventures saying I hope you've enjoyed this AVA's guide to Walt Disney World Resorts, Port Orleans Riverside. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.